They are playing the Brazilian national team, the Indiana Fever, making their way to Iowa to take on the Brazilians. And guess what? It's sold out in 42 minutes. Tickets going on sale, and we're going to have a packed house. And it didn't take very long for us to realize that. 15,000 plus seats sold out in 42 minutes.
The Indiana Fever just sold out a preseason game against Brazil, and some veteran players seem upset about it. Some of them are saying it's just hype, but at the same time, they're probably checking their own ticket sales and seeing empty seats. You can clearly feel the jealousy and frustration. The criticism is loud, and some haters are not happy at all. Let's take a closer look at what's really going on.
Fever are playing in Iowa, and the game sold out in literally, it didn't matter how long it took to sell out, you couldn't even get in. If you were there, you probably didn't get a ticket. I would say there were 15,000 tickets. Obviously, I think Iowa season ticket holders got first dibs, which is right if they did. And then you're looking at a situation where basically no Fever fans got them. It's a preseason game. This is a preseason game, and it's sold out in about 10 seconds.
Caitlin Clark didn't just join the WNBA. She's already making a huge impact. The Indiana Fever's first preseason game sold out in just 1 hour. That's not just a normal sellout. It shows how excited fans are. Ticket resellers are probably making money by selling those tickets at higher prices. At the same time, in Chicago, Angel Reese and the Sky are also getting ready to play Brazil's national team in a preseason game. That's great, but the difference is that their tickets are still available and not selling as fast. Many seats are still open on Ticketmaster, showing a big gap in fan demand.
And I'm going to treat myself, man. I'm going alone. I'm not going to take anybody with me. If you want to come, you got to come yourself. It's $19, man. That's a ghetto tank of gas, man. But yeah, man. Asia Wilson, man, commanding $19.
To put it simply, Caitlin Clark and the Fever are playing against a regular WNBA team, a team fans already know and follow, and people rush to buy tickets right away. On the other hand, Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky are playing against Brazil's national team, and most casual fans probably don't know any of the players on that team. Because of that, ticket sales are much slower and many seats are still available, making the demand look very low in comparison.
Such is the Caitlin Clark effect. And you know that the home faithful back in Iowa are going to be pumped up to see her back in the state where she made her name. 42 minutes. That's like back in the day when Rolling Stones tickets would go on sale. You try to go on Ticketmaster, they're gone. Taylor Swift is Swifty territory when you're selling out in 42 minutes.
The biggest difference is the ticket prices. For Caitlin Clark's game, you need to have your credit card ready because resale prices are going up very fast. The demand is so high that tickets are becoming more expensive. Meanwhile, Chicago Sky tickets are much cheaper. You could probably buy one for around $20 and still get a really good seat. What makes it even more interesting is that Angel Reese and her team have been doing a lot of talking and promotion lately. They've been very active and vocal. On the other hand, Caitlin Clark hasn't said much at all. She's mostly letting her game and the fan support speak for itself. Exists and boom, sold out arenas.
So I ran across the Chicago Sky versus Brazil women's expedition game before the season, right? And these tickets are starting at $28 to get in, which is crazy to me. $28 to get in. That is wild. This is an expedition game, and you're telling me it's going to cost $28 for me to get in? I mean, I could get in 31, 38. I mean, all over. I mean, a lot of these tickets are crazy. But I'm just like, it's not even about the price for me. I'm just thinking about, like, I'm comparing the Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky because they said that it was like Me Too. Like, you guys are watching women's basketball because of me too.
Let's be real. This isn't just a one-time thing. The Fever's games are the most popular in the league, while Angel Reese and the Sky are having a hard time filling seats. That says a lot. Maybe fans care more about watching top-level basketball than just hype and catchy slogans. Even A'ja Wilson, who acts like she invented basketball, has been trying to downplay Caitlin Clark's impact. But the numbers tell the real story. The Indiana Fever are selling tickets like crazy, while Asia's team, the Aces, are practically giving them away with 2-for-1 deals. The truth is, Caitlin Clark is the star, the one driving real interest. If you're still unsure, just look at the ticket sales. Caitlin's game sold out, and Angel Reese's game, not so much. The difference is clear.
I shouldn't be surprised, and yet I'm still surprised because Indiana Fever preseason, not even like preseason, exhibition game, where the Indiana Fever are going to play the Brazilian national team at Cover Hawkeye Arena, Caitlin's college facility.
The players really thought they could avoid the Caitlin Clark effect. They saw ticket sales soaring and assumed it was just a fluke. But reality hit hard, and the numbers don't lie. It's not just Angel Reese getting humbled. A'ja Wilson is feeling it too. Take Angel Reese, for example. She was talking big, acting like she's the reason fans were tuning in, hyping up her games to sell out. But ticket sales told a different story. The Chicago Sky hoped to ride the Reese wave to big sales, but all they got were empty seats and cheap tickets, some going for less than a McDonald's combo. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark has fans lining up and spending whatever it takes just to be part of the action.
Tickets were supposed to go on sale Friday morning, but they're sold out. So I really don't know what they're going to do about this. I guess it's just kind of like one of those missed opportunities. And, you know, a lot of people are saying they need to move this to a stadium because there's no doubt in Iowa, if you move this to a stadium, it would be sold out.
And then there's A'ja Wilson. She really thought she was untouchable. She's been the WNBA's golden child for years, but the ticket sales tell a different story. Her games are dropping in price, even though she's a 2-time MVP and a champion, the so-called face of the league. Meanwhile, every time Caitlin Clark plays, the arena is packed like it's the Super Bowl. Some WNBA players try to act like Caitlin isn't the reason the league is finally making real money. But think about it. Why were tickets so cheap last year? Why weren't resellers making big money before? Why didn't anyone care when A'ja Wilson was winning MVPs? The moment Caitlin Clark joined, ticket demand skyrocketed. It's clear, she's the one bringing in the fans.
You got to come yourself. It's $19, man. That's a ghetto tank of gas, man. But yeah, man. A'ja Wilson, man, commanded $19. And listen, man. If you really want to get jazzy, I mean, if you wanna, you know what I'm saying, if you want to wear your mink coat.
But they don't want to admit it. They'd rather tell themselves that fans are suddenly discovering their greatness. Meanwhile, other teams are scheduling home games against the Indiana Fever just to cash in, because they know that without Caitlin Clark, tickets aren't selling. Angel Reese and A'ja Wilson are learning that the hard way. They wanted to believe the hype, to think people were coming to see them, but now they're watching Caitlin Clark sell out entire arenas, while their own games are offering buy 1, get 5 free deals. A'ja Wilson can win as many championships as she wants. Angel Reese can talk as much as she wants, but the truth is in money. And right now, the money is saying, Caitlin Clark is the one who really draws the fans.
People say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness, she and the Indiana Fever accounted for 45% of all the broadcast value of the WNBA last season. She accounted also for helping drive the numbers of merchandising up 500%. Of course, her jersey was #1.
Really thinks she's changing the WNBA, huh? That's cute. Meanwhile, ticket prices for Las Vegas Aces games, even with Angel Reese on the court, are dropping fast. Some seats are going for less than $20. Yes, you read that right. $20. That's cheaper than a decent burger and fries in Vegas, but it'll get you a front row seat to see the so-called face of the league. Weren't we just told the Aces are a dynasty? Back-to-back champions, a super team, the future of the WNBA? Then why are their tickets being treated like free samples at Costco? The only reason ticket prices drop this low is when nobody cares. Judging by the resale market, Aces tickets are struggling for attention harder than Angel Reese in a post-game press conference.
Number one topic in sports, the face of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark. Every time this woman steps on the court, she's doing something that we've never seen before. She is officially the face of the league. There's no doubt about it. The numbers don't lie, whether it's viewership, whether it's ticket attendance. She's doing sold-out dates.
The funniest part? A'ja Wilson is out here acting like she changed the game, like she's this era's Michael Jordan. But if she's really the reason the WNBA is booming, why are her team's tickets cheaper than a pack of gum? Caitlin Clark hasn't even played a single WNBA game yet, and her college games were selling out arenas at NBA-level prices. Meanwhile, the reigning MVP can't get fans to pay more than the price of a gas station hot dog to see her play. And don't blame it on it's Vegas. There's too much to do. The Golden Knights can be terrible, but they still sell out games, and tickets cost a fortune. Somehow, the Aces, the self-proclaimed queens of the WNBA, can't even get a crowd, except maybe a few tourists who lost their gambling money and just need a cheap way to kill time before their flight home.
Look at the price of these tickets. This is like right after the tickets went on sale. So no good seats. $1,142 for a not very good seat. I'm guessing 10 grand minimum courtside to go see Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball. She's basically giving the WNBA an economic boost. Teams aren't just getting ready for her. Some are actually moving arenas to fit the crowd she draws. The Indiana Fever could play in an empty parking lot, and it would still sell out because her fans would bring their own chairs just to watch her shoot from half court. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky looked at their usual stadium and thought, nope, this won't work. They had to book the United Center, doubling the capacity, just to keep up with Caitlin Clark's demand. Think about that. An entire team had to move venues for one player. Has any WNBA team ever done that before? Nope. Did they do it for Angel Reese? Nope. Because let's be honest, nobody is moving to a bigger arena just to watch Angel Reese miss layups and talk a lot in a press conference.
I saw the ticket prices. I guess the only thing is, I'm surprised we're not playing at the United Center. I thought that would have been really good for the game and really good for all the women's basketball fans in Chicago. So maybe there's a conflict of some sort that I don't know about. Obviously, that's a little above my pay grade.
We have to talk about Sheila Johnson because she's one of the people throwing shade at anything good happening in the WNBA. The Mystics' big boss thought she was making a point with that PSA about Caitlin Clark, going full motivational speaker, saying the media should stop obsessing over Caitlin and focus on the rest of the league. Cute, right? Fast forward a few weeks, plot twist, the Mystics are suddenly packing up and moving to a bigger arena. Why? Just to cash in on the Caitlin Clark money machine. So let me get this straight. When it's about giving credit, Caitlin's just one of the girls, but when it's about making money, she's the league's golden ticket. Sheila, blink twice if you need help understanding. If this were really about supporting all players, the Mystics wouldn't have waited until Caitlin's fan base showed up with their wallets open.
Last night, we read Time magazine where Caitlin Clark was named Athlete of the Year. Why couldn't they have put the whole WNBA on that cover and said, the WNBA is the league of the year because of all the talent that we have? Because when you just keep singling out one player, it creates hard feelings. And so now you're starting to hear stories of racism within the WNBA. And
A'ja Wilson keeps saying the league should market more than one player. Okay, sure, but are you selling out arenas like Caitlin Clark? Are teams moving to bigger venues just for your games? The Aces could hold a game right in the middle of the Las Vegas Strip, and there would still be empty seats, unless Caitlin Clark was on the opposing team. The truth is, the WNBA has never seen a player have this kind of impact. Ticket prices shoot up whenever Caitlyn comes to town. StubHub treats Fever games like it's the Super Bowl. And don't forget the schedulers. The moment Caitlyn was drafted, the league probably went into full panic mode, giving the Fever more nationally televised games than anyone else. Meanwhile, teams with established stars are stuck streaming games to an audience of 12 people and a house cat.
Caitlin Clark is a hell of a basketball player. As well as that, I don't know if there's been a player that's been under as much scrutiny as her ever handle like the spotlight and handle the stuff like that as well as Caitlin Clark has.
Even with haters everywhere, Caitlin Clark is making WNBA history, and some people are really upset about it. She's breaking records, selling out arenas, and getting more TV viewers than some NBA playoff games. Let's be real. Caitlyn is the reason your uncle suddenly knows what a 3-second violation is. Ticket prices are soaring, jerseys are flying off the shelves, and yet some players act like she's hurting the league. No, she's saving it. The truth might sting, but Caitlyn is doing what no one else could, making the WNBA relevant again. And whether people like it or not, she's only getting started. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and check out more videos on screen now.